This is David Dusek, senior writer with Golf Week magazine, and welcome to another edition of Armchair Analysis. Every Monday for the past year, I've been a guest on Under Center, a nationally syndicated radio show starring former quarterbacks Donovan McNabb and Mark Malone on the NBC Sports Radio Network. We chit-chat, then I answer questions about golf, review the past week's action, and give the listeners a fast preview of the next event. Last Sunday, at 8:29 p.m., moments after Jimmy Walker tapped in his par putt on the 72nd hole to win the PGA Tour season opening Fries.com Open, I received the following text message from the show's producer. David, we're going to wait until the start of the new season. NFL dominates right now, and my boss wants us to focus on that. If a big story breaks, we're on. Thanks. The radio show's host is a big sports fan. He covers and follows lots of different sports. He had no idea that the PGA Tour season had just started and that the Fries.com Open was the first event in that new season. The trouble with starting the PGA Tour season during the first week of January at Kapalua, as had been tradition for years, used to be that golf not only was competing against the NFL for sports fans' attention, but the 5-hour time difference to the East Coast meant that live coverage was buried. Having Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, and a host of other tournament winners who qualified for the event skip annually also helped to make the season opening event feel a little bit soft. In contrast, the opening day of baseball season is celebrated as a start of spring all across the country. The game's absence from the sports landscape actually creates demand. People yearn to see their favorite sport, and they pack places like Yankee Stadium and Chavez Ravine and Wrigley Field, even though the Chicago Cubs, my team, have been terrible for so long. Baseball is everywhere. The PGA Tour isn't Major League Baseball. I get that. And it certainly isn't the NFL or the NBA. But the Golf Channel's ratings for last week's Fries.com Open, the season opening event on the PGA's 2013-2014 wraparound season, were down 13% over last year's tournament. And that was a fall series event. Saturday's .20 rating that had an average of 187,000 viewers was down 38% compared to 2012's rating, and Sunday's .24 rating with an average of 228,000 viewers was down 21%. And let me be really clear about this. I am not knocking the Golf Channel for their decreased ratings and the lack of buzz surrounding the new PGA Tour season. October has never been about golf. October is about football season. October is about early season hockey and playoff baseball, and October is about preseason NBA. It has never been about golf. Specifically with the Fries.com Open, there's no history surrounding that event, and there weren't any really big names in the field for the Golf Channel or anybody else to really promote. Japan's Hideki Matsuyama, ranked number 30 in the world heading into the Fries.com Open, was the tournament's highest ranked player, barely edging out defending champion Jonas Blixt, who was ranked number 34, and Billy Horschel, who was ranked number 35. Look, coming on the heels of the President's Cup, the Tour Championship, the FedEx Cup Playoff Series, and the wind down to the regular PGA Tour season, there was hardly time for the Golf Channel to even get its countdown clock going, which it had last year, before the cameras really had to be put back in position and the tournaments had to actually really start. The success of the FedEx Cup Playoffs, and I cannot believe that I'm saying the FedEx Cup Playoffs are successful, has been their ability to deliver star-studded fields to tournaments that between the PGA Championship and the Ryder Cup and the President's Cup never would have gotten such a good field or created so much buzz. That time has passed. With all due respect to professional golfers who want more opportunities to play and more opportunities to earn money, we need an off-season. By moving to a year-round schedule, the PGA Tour is oversaturating the marketplace with golf. Now look, Tim Fitcham and the folks at Ponte Vedra and the PGA Tour headquarters would dispute this fact and point to the fact that sponsors and a lot of corporations want to associate themselves with these fall early season golf tournaments. But I ought to be honest with you, even amongst my hardcore golf fans, I don't hear people yearning to see more PGA Tour golf in October, November, and December. I just don't see the demand for this stuff right now. Even the TV commentators during the Golf Channel's broadcast over the weekend had to laugh a little bit. Johnny Miller popped into the booth for a brief spot during the broadcast and was asked, "Hey Johnny, how'd you enjoy your off-season?" To which of course he quipped, "Yeah, all 3 days of it." Look, I only took one economics course in college, but I do remember that scarcity, whether it's perceived or real, increases demand. There's absolutely no scarcity of PGA Tour golf these days, so I'm wondering how many fans really even know that it was gone for 3 days. Look, I'd really welcome your feedback and would love to hear what you have to say about my ideas, whether you think I'm totally off base on this one or if you agree. So go to my Twitter feed, at golfweek_Dusek, again, at golfweek_Dusek, and let me know what you think. And thanks a lot, and I look forward to giving you a little bit more armchair analysis next week.